Oh, baby X-Men.
How do you, when you're with the other people, like when you're at a panel or something, how do you connect with these people? Say, Oron has some of the best voice actors ever. You, Travis, Todd, Greg, all of you guys.
It was a really good cast, and you can thank Caitlin Glass because she assembled that cast. She made those choices, and she did a great job.
Something's happening.
And you guys obviously have a camaraderie. I want to say, how does that come about? Because you say you're in the booth alone. How do you guys come together and do this? Because
well, you know what? That's a great question. Because, you know, there are some people, you guys, thank you for your question. There are some people, you guys, that I've been in shows with for years, and I've never even met them.
Weird.
It's entirely conceivable because you come in at different times, you record at different times, and in fact, I'll let you in on a little secret. Guess who I've never met? The woman who played my mom, Trisha Elric, in Full
That's so sad.
To this day, I've never met her.
That's really weird.
Just because she was always, well, how many lines did Trisha have, right? Right. So, which means that she comes into the studio for what? 40 minutes, an hour, and she's gone. And she just did 10 episodes because she did all of her lines. So I'm not there, so I don't get to meet her or talk to her. And she doesn't do conventions, so I don't see her at conventions. So consequently, there are people that you work with, but you may never meet. Now, I will tell you this, and I can't speak for other voice actors. I can't speak for them, because I know that they don't all feel this way. But for me personally, whenever I do something, a show with someone else, I feel a connection to them. If you and I were in a show together, and I spent 60 episodes listening to your voice in my ear, I would feel like I know you. This is what happened with Aaron Dismuke from the original Full Metal. He was this cute little kid, and I never met him, but he was my brother, right? So I'm recording all of these lines and hearing this adorable little boy in my ear. And finally one day, I was at ACON in Dallas, a convention, and somebody said, hey, you know who that is? And they pointed to this little boy with his mom and his baby brother in a stroller, walking along. And I'm like, no, and that's Aaron. That's the kid that plays your brother. And I was like, I ran over and hugged him. You want to talk about like stranger danger? Can you imagine his mom? Like, who is this pervert old guy?
Hugging my child. Get away.
Get your hands off him. And then, of course, I grabbed him, and probably the first thing I said was, I'm your brother. And he probably looked at his mom and was like, is there something you want to tell me?
Yes.
But I felt that connection with him. I feel that with the people that I work with. Even if I haven't met them, I feel like I know them. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of us get along really well. When I just did a convention in New Zealand with Dave Wittenberg, and right out of my head. But Dave and I are in Bleach together. He plays Kakashi, right? Well, I play, or not Bleach, Naruto. Naruto. I got it. I corrected myself.
I know. I was like, wait, what? What are these names?
He plays Kakashi in Naruto. I play Nagato and Obito and Fuen and Yomi, but Obito is the one who sacrificed his eye for Kakashi.
Oh,
so I have this really great scene where I die, and spoiler, and Kakashi gets my eyeball. So when I'm talking, I'm
Vic Mignogna
meeting Dave Wittenberg for the first time, and I'm like, dude, you got my eye, yo. I mean, we feel a connection because, you know what I mean? Because we've worked on these shows, we hear each other's work and stuff, but we don't get to hang out really unless we go to conventions. So thank you for your question. Yes, we
That's right.
Okay, my friends and I have been wanting you to say a line from Tamaki since last year.
Hi, friends.
Actually, it's related to Haruhi.
It is related to Haruhi.
Oh my god. Oh, we don't get here yet, Zach? I have.
No, Haruhi. It's just regular tuna. It's by no means fancy. Really? No, Haruhi! It's just regular tuna. It's by no means fancy! You know what's funny? Now I know what William Shatner feels like when people go, say the line that you said in the Doomsday Machine when when Commodore Decker said that he was going to run the shuttlecraft right down the throat of it. Say that one. And Shatner's like, I got nothing. I don't even remember sometimes. I love that you remember. So,
My reality.
These are adorable. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful, sweetie. Wow. These
Banner.
are gorgeous. Wow. Forbesai from... This is great. Suzuka and Soul Eater and Tsubasa and Vampire Knight. Oh my gosh, there's Flynn, the guy that looks like a girl. Last week I was at a convention, somebody said, what was it like playing a woman? I'm like, wait a minute. What was it like playing a woman? And he's like, Flynn. I'm like, Flynn wasn't a woman. He just wore makeup and dresses.
That is awesome. Aww.
Yes, my dear.
Hi,
I
my
know
name
you
is
do.
Erin and I have a fundamental question.
Bring it.
Okay, you said when you're recording you're in a box.
Yeah.
I've heard that people get bombed sometimes while recording. By
What does that
other
mean?
voice actors.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you
I mean, people
name
record
one?
something for us to hear. That's...
Like, I've heard that people can be recording something and a line's coming up that you've heard 100 times and somebody says something completely out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Do you have an example?
Yeah, I have plenty of examples. That would be like a whole different panel. I mean, we can fill a panel with those.
Can we?
There's nothing quite like hearing your cute little brother Al drop the F-bomb. Just let that one sit on you.
Whoa.
Just let you contemplate that for a moment. I was recording something, one of the early episodes, where Ed and I were walking away from Winry's house, and Winry yells out, "Don't forget to be home for dinner, we're having stew." Remember that? And Al turns around and goes, "Yay, stew!" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever," you know? So I'm getting ready to record, "Yeah, whatever." And I'm expecting to hear Al go, "Yay, stew!" So like, all right, let's record. And all of a sudden I hear Al go, "F yeah!" All I could think was, I'm telling Mom. You won't be allowed to do alchemy for a week. There are plenty of those. How many of you guys watch a show on Cartoon Network called Kakaishi that I play Yoshimori in? I love that show. Well, there's my spirit dog, Mararao, who floats beside me, right?
Yeah.
And if you've seen the show, you know that there's something unique about him. He doesn't have any legs. He's just this long tail with a dog's head. Those Japanese. What will they pick up next, right? So they come up with the coolest characters and the craziest designs and amazing creative stuff. So as soon as I saw that character for the first time, Mararao, I'm like, I was in the booth alone, and the directors and the engineer were in the control room, and I see him, and I'm like, what's that? And they're like, well, that's your spirit dog. He kind of senses the Ayakashi, and his name is Mararao. I'm like, it looks like a sperm. With a dog's head. Parents, don't get upset. It's a medical term. Sperm. It's not, we're not getting dirty. It's a medical term.
Oh my god.
So one of the first lines that I was supposed to record, saying something to Mararao, was like, I don't know, hey Mararao, do you sense an Ayakashi here? Let's say that was it. Well, I thought it would be fun to go, hey sperm dog, do you sense an Ayakashi